I'm Dave Palumbo, and I'm about to give you a little glimpse into my world. This is my life. All right, you got the tour of my house. Now, I got a package in the mail today from Amazon, okay? And I opened it up, and what's in it? My Gillette Fusion Proglide blades. These are five blades in one. These are the replacement cartridges, believe it or not, that I use for my razor that I shave with. Now, I talked about this in the radio a little bit. I'm a little pissed off at the Gillette people because they basically give you the razors for free. And then what they do is they charge you like $38 for 8 razors. They're almost like $5 a replacement razor. If you go to Amazon, they only cost me, what did they cost me? Oh, I had to pay shipping. So they were still $37. Which didn't save me anything. Almost $5 a freaking razor blade, which means, and you only get about 4 or 5 shaves out of it. So it's every time you shave your face, you think about you spending $1, basically. So now when I wake up in the morning, I actually have to evaluate my face. I'm like, is it worthy of spending the buck on shaving my face today or not? But I will tell you one thing, these freaking blades shave amazing. I even shave my body with these blades, so you might want to try the Gillette Fusion, Pro Fusion. They keep improving them. I don't know what they're doing to them, but they keep adding a couple more bucks to the cost of them. It's cheaper if you buy 8. If you buy 1, it's like $20 for 1 blade. Now, also, I'm a little hungry here before we get started in the cooking segment we do. I got my Dave Palumbo's raw cacao bars. Just took it out of the refrigerator, and they're delicious. A couple people had problems with melting that I sent it to them. Now we're shipping on dry ice. Hopefully, that'll solve the problem. It's been a very hot summer. If you guys want to try these are carb-free, no carbs whatsoever, very high in antioxidants, very high in polyphenolics, very high in detoxification mushrooms, tremendous amount of theobromine here, which will make you focus. I feel so wired when I eat these. It's amazing. And 1 square, there's 8 squares per thing. So you only need to eat 1 of those squares, or 2 squares per day total. And I'm telling you, it'll curb your appetite. You'll detox your body. It tastes delicious. No sugar, stevia flavored, and it's a great treat when you're dieting. I know a lot of the women have been buying these, and they've been buying 10 at a time, not 1 at a time. Remember, don't eat the whole freaking package. You're going to go crazy. I mean, you'll be wired out of your freaking mind. Only try 2 to 3 squares a day the most. All right, let's put this aside, and let's get to our cooking segment, because a lot of people have been hearing me talk about my old recipe from yesteryear, where I would mix whey protein isolate with omega-3 eggs, oatmeal, some raisins, and make some sick oatmeal raisin protein cookies. All right, I'm standing here with Jeff, the producer. I got him up here because I know that, Jeff, you've been dying for me to show you this recipe I have for oatmeal protein cookies.
Right, because ever since the Muskie Development Days, I've been asking you for this. We posted on the boards, and I think at a recent after hours, it was brought up again. So yeah, yes. I want some.
Now we got 2 visitors here. They want to watch too. Abby and Bella. They're looking a little messy, but all right. I'm going to show you the bare bones. You know me. I don't think like dragging shit out. I'm about quick cooking, quick cleanup. Okay, here it goes. You're going to get 2 cups. I'm going to make a big batch for me, you, and Pete. So I'm going to take 2 cups of oatmeal. I like the original old-fashioned Quaker oats because, they're bigger squares.
Right.
If you look at the oat itself, it's like a bigger oat. Yeah. Whereas the instant ones are kind of like messy. They're messy because they've been pre-cooked. All right, so you pour that in your bowl here.
What does that do for the texture? Is it like bind it better or something?
I'm making oatmeal cookies, so we got to have oatmeal in it, right? All right, so let's take that aside. Now, all right. I got my omega-3 eggs. As you know, I'm a big advocate of that because if you look, they have extra vitamin D in here. They got 115 milligrams of omega-3s per egg. There's less saturated fat, and I think they just taste better. I know you eat omega-3 eggs, right? All right, so I'm going to put, let's see, we're going to put 1, we'll put 2, but Jeff, for you, because you like protein, I'm going to put 3 omega-3 eggs in there. I would probably normally put 2, but I'm going to do 3. No. I'm making these high protein. You're going to figure out the protein content when it's all over. Okay, all right, so we're going to let's mix those eggs in here into our oatmeal. Just get it all nice and smushed up in here. I want to just tell you, I haven't made these in like 15 years, and I don't know any of the quantities, and I'm guessing on everything. So, I was
about to say, do you remember this from?
No, I don't. I don't even know. I make the recipe is completely new. I didn't even make it like that. There were no omega-3 eggs when I made them. I don't know. I'm making up this all as we go. All right. I also have this stuff that my good friend Dennis Lee sent me called Holy Crap. I don't know if you saw me. I talked about this on Heavy Muscle Radio. Yeah. It's one of these, you ever see these entrepreneurs, they go on TV and they try to raise money for their ideas. Absolutely. Well, they got this idea. It's called Holy Crap. If you look at the ingredients, everything's organic. Chia, hemp, buckwheat, cranberries, raisins, apple bits, and cinnamon. Okay, so it's delicious. I'm going to take a little smush of this in here. And the reason I'm adding this is because
it actually looks like holy crap.
Yeah, it is holy. I think that's what it's supposed to look like. The reason I put this in here is because I forgot to buy raisins, to be honest. And I know there was raisin and cranberry bits, but I have a feeling this stuff is going to make this cookies even taste even better. You can get this online, I think, at holycrap.com. No, I don't. Yeah, it is. I think it's at Holy Crap. They have a Facebook page.
Yeah, but see, Dave, this makes sense that you're putting this in instead of the raisins because this marks the evolution of
the recipe, right? Of the recipe.
Yeah, but also of you, where like you're moving into a longevity phase of your life.
Right.
A beast mode phase.
So we got we got a nice texture here, Jeff, going. Now we're going to add a little macadamia nut oil. Species macadamia. I know you like this. You buy it by the case from me. Right. And we're going to add I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in. That's 1, and that's about 2. I'm an Italian. We estimate. Right. We don't measure anything. Right. We don't measure anything. All right. I'm going to mix that in here. That's going to give it some nice, good monounsaturated fats. It's going to give it a little. It's going to prevent it from being a little too dry, Jeff. It's going to give it a little oil, and as you know, I like good, healthy fats.
Absolutely.
So we got the omega-3 fats from the eggs. We got a little bit of saturated from the yolks. Mm-hmm. We got the monounsaturates from the macadamia nut oil. Now here comes what you love. Isolyze way up pure protein isolate. Now I got the vanilla because I don't want to overpower the taste of the cookies with like putting peanut butter or chocolate in there. So I'm going to use a plain vanilla. I think my vanilla is the best tasting one on the market. Now just for you, Jeff, I am going to add, that's 27 grams of protein.
Don't ruin it.
There's another 27 grams of protein, and I'm going to put yet a third 27 grams of protein in there.
One more will be fine.
Okay. I'm going to mix that in. Okay. Now, we probably have, from the 3 eggs, we have about 3 times 16 is 8. That's 20 grams of protein. We probably got another 70. What do we have? 30, about 90, almost 90 grams from the protein.
Right. So well over 100 now.
Yeah, we're over 100. I wanted to make sure we got over 100 for you. Okay. All right. So now you can see it's getting a little dry. Okay. Now, because it's dry, we got to add a little water to this now. Because remember, oatmeal absorbs water. So the water goes last, Jeff, because you want to make sure you don't add too much and it gets soupy. Okay.
Well, yeah, because you want the consistency to be like a dough.
We want it to be doughy because we want to make cookies out of this. Don't forget. Mm-hmm. All right.
How much water did you put in? Like a quarter cup or something?
I put about a half a cup in. Yeah. And I use warm water because it mixes better. It solubilizes better the protein. Okay.
It smells good.
Smell that. Does it smell like cookie batter already?
It's
and there's
like
nothing unhealthy in here. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no simple sugars in here whatsoever. Now, to sweeten it a little, because we're not using any simple sugars, I'm going to put a couple packets of stevia in here, which no one's going to even taste. Yeah, no, this is called Sweet Leaf. I like this the best. They mix stevia with a little inulin fiber. So it's still no carbs in here. And we're going to put that in there.
It tastes good in regular oatmeal.
Yeah, I don't even know if I need more than 2,
Yeah, stevia is pretty powerful, right?
Yeah. Plus the protein, we already have the protein. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do 2 packets. I don't think we. It
smells great. I mean, even from here, like I'm standing away from the bowl, you can smell the vanilla.
Now, you would normally think that you'd want it a little thicker than this to be a dough, but not the case with this. I'll tell you why. Because the protein powder and the oatmeal is going to absorb all this water really easily, and it'll get too dry if you put less water in here. So this is a perfect consistency right here. All right. Yeah. Pete, you want to smell that? It smells pretty good, right? Pete, the intern?
Yeah,
okay.
I wouldn't see. He put his nose in there.
Yeah. All right. Now, I'm going to get my pan. Now, I've preheated the oven back here, Jeff, already to 425 degrees. Right. So it's already heated up. By the way, this is my Viking oven that Colette Nelson made me buy. It cost me like $20,000 or something like that. They made me buy the $1,000 microwave with it. But it's supposed to be a very good cooking oven. I don't really cook much in it, but it works. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, Jeff, is a little trick. So that these things, I don't think these things will stick anyway, but I'm going to put a little bit of macadamia nut oil in the pan.
I do the same thing.
And by the way, I washed my hands before, Jeff, so just so you know. And I'm going to wipe it around the pan here so that these things are going to just instantly come up after we're done cooking them. I really should have a cookie sheet and do this, but I don't have a cookie sheet. I looked through my stuff, and whoever the last person who lived in the house with me was must have taken it with them. So I don't know who that was. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to scoop this shit up.
Scoop this shit up. Wonderful.
And you're going to put about a tablespoon and a half. We'll make a nice sized cookie.
See, now that looks like cookies right there. You know?
Okay.
That looks good.
I probably should have made them a little smaller, but all right. We're not going to be able to cook the whole batch. We're going to have to do 2 batches, Jeff, because... Okay. Which is good, because sometimes you want to do a test batch to see how they come out, because we could always add oatmeal to this and make it less watery. We're going to take this, we're going to put it in the oven, okay, and we're going to leave it in there for about, I would say 15 minutes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep testing it. And what you're going to do is you stick a fork in it, and if it comes out without the stuff on it, you know it's cooked.
What do you have the oven up to now?
I'm putting it up to 450 right now. So we got 450. Let's come back in about 10 minutes. We'll see how it's doing. All right, Jeff. As you can tell, the cookies are done. I think they're a little watery, and so we got a little bit of like crumbling here. Yeah. But they still came off.
Like personal pan pizzas.
Yeah, they're a little messy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make. I thickened up the next batch. I put some more protein in there and a little more oatmeal.
That's my favorite.
And we're going to try that one. We're going to test the different batches. I bet they still taste just as good. So let's dump this. We're going to put another batch in, and then we're going to see how that comes out. But it took about, what, about 10, 12 minutes?
It was about 12 minutes.
All right, so we're going to make another batch, Jeff.
All right.
Put a little mac oil in there, about a tablespoon. Wipe it around. Didn't really help the last one because it was too watery, I think. All right. Here, now, this is the thickened batch. I put more protein in here, and I put more oatmeal in here. I actually put some Irish oats in here, too. So
we get drunk.
We get drunk while we're doing it, right?
See, this is like a real like bakery where it kind of looks like crap before you make it.
Of course.
And all of a sudden, magic happens.
I saw you eating the dough before, Jeff. I know you liked it. Yeah.
It's good stuff. It tastes good. I mean, I would add this to healthy ice cream.
So I figured that each cookie's got to be about maybe 15 grams of protein. Would you say?
About 15. Yeah, that makes
especially with the extra protein I added into this next batch. Here we go. We'll put this in the oven. Check those in 15 minutes. All right, Jeff, I got the second batch out, which looks a little nicer than the first batch.
Looks really good.
There's a little more protein in these. All right, now we haven't tasted anything yet, so we're gonna make an honest thing. I want you to pick one cookie from column A, and one from column B. Here, this is yours. You can put them on here. I cleaned off the table, so you don't have to worry about germs. I got one for Pete from A, and I'll get one for Pete from B. He'll get to try these two, and then I will get one, and let's give him a taste of this. So let's try the original batch that was a little less protein, a little less oatmeal, a little more watery.
Okay, let's go for it. Chewy, I like it.
All right.
It's really not that sweet.
I was gonna say I think I should have added that extra packet of stevia. I blew it. Go with the 3 to 4 packets of stevia. Let's try the next one.
This is the ones that look like cookies. These actually taste like cookies.
Well, I put more protein, so there's more flavoring in here.
Yeah, no, these are really good.
Go with, here's the correct, 4 scoops of whey isolate, okay, or my Isolyze. You're gonna go with 4 packets of stevia, 2 cups of oatmeal, a little sprinkle of raisins in there, and we put the 3 omega-3 eggs. Right. So there's like 15 grams of protein each cookie. These are really good. I like them a lot.
They look like cookies too.
Yeah. The second batch came out better.
Yeah, this is the third world version, and this is the Palumbo version.
Now, if you eat these things, you can sit in front of the TV in front of your computer and eat these all night.
I could eat the whole batch.
You'd get like 150 grams of protein. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Pete the intern, we could turn him into a monster with these. Look, this is my recipe: protein oatmeal cookies. Okay, you don't get much better than this. No sugar, all complex carbs, good essential fats. You got your omega-3s. You got your macadamia nut oil in here. You got pure whey isolate. You got egg protein in here. I mean, it's got everything pretty much.
I mean, it tastes awesome.
And you know how much fiber is probably in these two from all the oatmeal?
I know. I'm going to be going to the bathroom soon.
That's good. That's good. All right, here it is. Dave Palumbo's My Life, new edition. Stay tuned for a lot more to come.